Hi, this is Tammy. I'm back and we're going to start building our January calendar now. So the first thing we're going to do is fill in the background paper. Since this is a punch, I'm going to highlight it. You can see by the little squares, and go over to punches on my design center and select paper fill. And when this comes up on your screen, you're probably going to see this part and you're going to have to go down a little bit and open up the designer kits, go down to Let It Snow. Again, you're probably going to have to open that. And it's number 10 is the one we want. So hit OK. And I want to zoom in a little bit, or actually zoom out. So I'm going to double click and hit this. This brings up the editor. And I'm going to hit the minus sign a few times and then bring the paper down to show the edge here, because I like these little lines on the top, and hit OK. Okay, so that puts our background paper in. The next step that we're going to do is to start adding some embellishments. So go over to your resource palette and select embellishments and then hit browse. And we're going to go down to the bottom and open up designer kits and go to Let It Snow and open that up. And what I would want to do is add this frame right here. Now you can see that the frame is very large, so we need to bring it down a little bit and a little bit more than that. That's probably about right, but you can see that it's far too long for what we want to do. So we're going to need to crop it. So we're going to right click, we're going to highlight it. We're going to come over here and we're going to, in the design center, we're going to hit crop. Okay, and then we're going to highlight a portion of it about to right there, and make sure that you bring your line about to where one of these scallops ends. Hit OK. All right, so that looks pretty good. Then we're going to edit, copy, edit, paste, and we're going to hit mirror. That'll flip it around, and then we're going to hit crop, and we're going to go ahead and actually, I think it's this side. Since we mirrored it, we just need a little bit, and that's about perfect. So in order to line this up really good, you probably want to zoom in. So go up to View, hit Canvas, Zoom, probably 300 is good, and we can bring this over and kind of use your arrow keys to get it just right. And when you've got it right, we can hit the view again, go back to, whoops, I think the canvas zoom normal is 125. That looks about right. And so what I'm going to do now is click on both of these. I'm going to hit my shift key, and we're going up here and we're going to say arrange group. And now that becomes one object. Now you can see I didn't totally line it up because I'm trying to do it fast, but you can do it a little bit better on yours. Okay, and we're going to add a drop shadow to that as well. All right, so that looks pretty good. And now what we want to do is add a photo box. Come over here, put a photo box that's just about the size of that frame, but a little bit larger because we're going to end up sticking this behind it. And select our background paper again. I've browsed and selected Let It Snow, and to drop this one. Wait a minute, is that the one? No, it's this one right here. I'm going to drop that one in there. And I think I left this about right there. I just hit OK. And the one thing I did was I turned the opacity way down because I just wanted it to show, but very light. And then I went up here to my layers and I sent it backwards. So it went behind the frame. So that looks just perfect. Okay, the next step that I did was I went to my stamps, and again I hit browse and went down to the bottom, I think, and selected Let It Snow. Once again, you have to open these designer kits in order to get into the Let It Snow ones. Okay, and I think I picked the second snowflakes. I'm going to build a little border now. So I brought that in, and as you can see, it's really long. It's a long border. So again, I want to crop it, and I'm putting it in the middle because a lot of times I find when I crop, it'll put my item off the page. So I tend to try to crop in the middle, and that way it won't end up being off the page. That's a little bit too long still, so I'm going to go back in and make that a little bit smaller. Whoops, why is it doing that? Okay. Not quite there. Let me give it another shot. A little bit smaller. And that's probably too small. Okay, I'm going to give that one more shot. Okay. Anyway, all right, so then we're going to change the color to Rich Raspberry. And we're going to copy and paste that and bring it over here. And we're going to paste it again. And we're going to hit rotate 90 degrees. And we're going to put it down here. And for yours, you're probably going to want to hit that crop feature one more time and lengthen it out a little bit. Yeah. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. And then copy that one more time and paste it and put it up on the top. Okay, mine's not perfect, but you get the idea. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is go back to our embellishments, and we're going to add the Let It Snow. That's right here. Put that in. We're going to shrink that down a little bit and have it go about there. Use your keyboard arrows. I think mine's probably a little too big. There we go. Okay, and the next thing is to go back to your stamps, and we're going to add some of these snowflakes. This one's going to go here, and this one's going to go over here, and I think I should have one more. Is that the one I didn't use? Okay. All right, and what you can do is highlight all of these by holding the Shift key and change the color to white, and then add a drop shadow. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to add some embellishments. So we're going to go over to embellishments, and we're going to go all the way up to the top, and we're going to select taffeta trimmings. And I think it's towards the bottom that they have this rippled ribbon, and I want to find the craft. So we're going to put that in, and again we're going to crop this because what I want is for this side to show up. right